You can see the garbage bag is gone. Got 3 cans left here. Got probably 3 or 4 cans right inside there that fell out. The final tray is not done. And I'm going to explain this to you guys, the 3 of you. It's about the cake. And the cake is the impurities that come off all of this. And so in that little deep pan right there, I was going to clean all my cake out, and I have a separate bucket that's nothing but cake because there's still tin aluminum in it. But what happens as you melt these things is you get a huge buildup of this cake, and it starts blocking the heat. And you can see beans like right next to it. But it changes how your metal melts, and it changes how your metal flows. So, I mean, yeah, I can go in there with a poker and stir the bottom of it, maybe get some of it to flow, but if I do that right now, obviously I'm going to lose a few more cans. So what I usually do is I separate my cake out, and I do that on a different hot burn, if that makes sense. I'm going for purity because it's aluminum. And come on, I don't want like 40 bags of fucking cans in my garage collecting bees and shit like my dad does. So I just kind of been working on this theory for a while, and it's working, don't get me wrong. It's actually this pan and this system is working great, and I'm really excited about it. You can see the flames coming up through the center of it. It's taking the impurities out. It's just I have so many impurities in there right now that those cans should just disappear, but they can't because there's nowhere for them to go, because each one of those cans is approximately like 78% impure. So that being said, it's complicated and it's really hot, but you know, in the bottom of that pan, don't get me wrong, you know, I got some molten aluminum. I've already played with it. Probably about the size of the one I had in my last video. And when I cut the last video off, actually, okay, so it was the video before that I showed you guys the liquid lava and all that happy crap that makes Charlie happy. I did go find my goats, and guess where they were? They were on the other side of the Black Forest, John Menez. And now I don't know where they're at, but I'm thinking they're right behind the cabin right here. Where my thumb's pointing is where my motorhome is, and there's a hill there, and I think they're just up there. It's been like a half hour since I've had eyes on them, but the dog showed up, so I don't think they're too far away. Anyway, point of the story is, if you're going to do this, and if you're going to make a smelter for any kind of metal, you always got to skim your cake off. If you use flux, it's a natural thing. If you use flux, when you pour it, the flux will take care of all of that for you. But I don't use flux, and I'm a redneck, and I have a fire tent, and I'm melting cans, so it's a little more complicated. I was kind of thinking about just using the scoop shovel for my fireplace to scoop the impurities off the top, but I'm an impatient guy, so, well, okay, I'm pretty patient, but in this scenario, I'm kind of impatient, so I don't have time to wait for all of this to fucking melt down to where my cake's floating on the top. You can kind of see they're moving it. If I put my stir stick in there, which you've all seen, it's right there. I did it a couple, actually probably 3 or 4 times so far. If I stir that pile right now, it will be half its size, but I'm just letting all the impurities cook out of it on their own, because I'm at the point right now I don't care. I'm not going to chase it. You know, if I have a little batch I have to re-cook, then so be it, and I'll do that another day. But for now, that's what I got. It's the very last load out of that big garbage bag, plus, I don't know, there's 10 or 12 cans out here on top of that. plus some of the leftover stuff, plus the 6 I lost over there and the 3 I lost right here. So, there you go, fuckers. That's what it looks like. My redneck furnace. And that's burning impurities out right now. The flames coming up through the middle is burning impurities out, but the impurities it's burning out are liquid impurities of soda, beer, yeast, hops, paint, you know, all that stuff. So what you get after that is tin and aluminum. So keep that in mind. Peace out, fuckers.